2020. Here again for another market overview. So hopefully you're doing well. So let's dive right into it. I'm going to go over some of the SPX, S&P 500, sorry, SPX. WTI, which is the oil. I'll also go over the DXY, all that stuff, Forex, and also I'll include a bit of crypto as well into that. So nice mix, and some craziness happened this week. So let's have a look into that quickly. So now, on my screen at this point, what you see now is the SPX. So that's why I said that S&P 500. So we saw a nice drop. We talked about that drop to the 50% retracement. Well, it opened the market today with a nice big drop again, down to the 618 again. Like I said, it's not by, oops, let's skip that here. It's not by any coincidence that this drops to that at this point, right? So again, I was talking about that last week, the Fibonacci levels, and look where it landed again, like boom, right on, like pretty much on the thing, right? Which was previous level, right? So, and again, craziness this week. So market dropped. And then again, what to say about this market as well? I didn't look too much into it, oil, because I don't trade it a lot. But look at that, like that drop down to like $27. It's just crazy market conditions at this point. Let me turn this off here, just notifications. Yeah, so it was just crazy conditions on that. Let's have the shot up. So crazy, it just dropped. Some people were in Forex. They lost their account because there was big gaps. I'll show you examples on that. Of the big gaps that happen really on open the market, like when the market's open, like in Forex, all that stuff. So a lot of people, so some crazy stuff happening in the markets. I'd like to go over a bit more analysis and so on, but to me, there's not much analysis to be made in that. Just be careful. My recommendation would be just to stay away. I actually opened a trade as well. I'll talk later. And to how is it going? Kaiser Studio, thanks for dropping by. So yeah, I'm doing this one. Oh, this should be about live about 20 minutes, just going over the markets. And then I'll keep that one on. So I'm live on D Live. So if you're watching as well, thanks for watching. Periscope as well. So yeah, like I was saying, the markets just dropped. I'm doing good. How about you? Sweet. All right, so look at that. So DXY, so US dollar currency index. When we reached that top here, it just blew right down to this. It's just crazy levels overall, like everywhere. And then what about this one? So the TSX, so the biggest exchange in Canada. So TSX, so S&P TSX Composite Index. Well, that one, I don't know if it's mixed with anyway. The index. Look at this. This stuff, I don't know too much about this one, so I don't know what the S&P means of the TSX one. I don't watch it a whole lot, but just looking at the charts, it's just crazy stuff, right? So look at what's before and what it is now. So it's just craziness, right? So yeah, nothing more to say about that. So now what I really want to point out is the USD CAD, right? So USD CAD open. I don't see a big gap in here, but there was an actual gap in, unless, because on my actual MetaTrader 4, anyway, there was a big gap there, but anyway, that's typically, like, it's not typical movements. There's just been like crazy, I don't know if it's coronavirus. Some of it for oil is with that debate within Saudi Arabia and Russia and so on. I've not looked too much into it yet. But anyway, it's mostly right. I'm mostly gonna focus like Forex and crypto. So the stock, I looked at it because it's just crazy what happened this week. But besides that, it's a good analysis for other stuff, right? When you look at the major, like the S&P 500 and so on. So Euro USD, so that one went on the way up. So I was stopped out actually trying to trade this one at some point over here. Came all the way back. I was stopped out around here, and then yeah, there was a nice buy on this one that I missed. But oh well, it's it's kind of crazy conditions right now. So nevertheless, hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're not affected by the news too much. Hopefully your account's still alive. So I just wanted to quickly cover that. So just about 5 minutes just for this one. One word, I'd say crazy. Stay away from Forex and all that. Actually, I tried to enter a trade with the USD Chief, so USD Swiss franc, and I try, catch a. I think I'm in good. I would be in a good position now. I just that I got stopped out, right? So it was just too much, especially. I think I looked at odd USD as well. I think there was about like 350 pip movement yesterday. I've traded that one quite a bit, and let me tell you, odd USD is probably the slowest one. It doesn't move much. If you do like 150 200 pips in like the week, like it's max, and now it did that within a few hours, so it's just crazy. So I'm gonna stay away this week of all this craziness, and then we'll see what comes up. But until we get the markets to resettle a little bit more, then I'm not going to touch any of that stuff. I mean, people with like a lot of money might be tempted, to go back and do that stuff. But from my perspective, not so much this week. So let's now look into Bitcoin. Again, if you're dropping by on the live, say hi if you're dropping by. If not, thanks for watching the recording. So I'm trying to get into to the point as much as possible here. So what happened with Bitcoin? I think I was talking about this one early last week about this slow movement up, and then I was like, let's start looking like a bearish flag, and that's what it did. So nice, kind of, they see that angle. So like you see this here, bullish flag, right? Like same thing here, bullish flag, but it's the opposite here, right? And it's almost like creating the same thing. So like if you look at this, one up down, and it's kind of almost looking similar on the other side, right? So observe that too. Yeah, that shouldn't be there. I don't know. I was just pointing out, I think the actual EMA average and so on. But besides that, that's pretty much it on this one. Down to 70, so it went down to 76 based on Coinbase, and now it's sitting at 79, so not bad. It might have caught a little some orders here, so it might. Let's see what reaction comes up of this area. But again, I mean, if you were buying up here, like that's what I'm saying, right? So sometimes I buy at different levels, right? So you could potentially look into rebuying a little bit here, but it doesn't mean it's not going to go any lower, right? So I was caught up, a lot of times, buying way up there, and then it keeps going against me. I stay in, but then you buy again, and then it's too soon, right? So just you can distribute your amount a little bit. Like kind of buy every week or something if you see the market trending down. But again, if you see like a clear like bearish flag like that, that's why I waited. I didn't touch it. I was like, I don't know. I put something here, and then it just went back, right? So as I was expected, especially for this one, it's not always predictable, to my opinion. But in this case, I think I saw it coming a little bit more. So let's look. So like I said, I've gained some interest into Dash recently. So I wanted to just go over the chart again based on Coinbase Dash here. So we talked about being within the 50 and the 618 last week, and then it went past that, right? So so now when it goes through that, and then it's gonna get close to 786. So there's a lot of bearish momentum, right, coming down, right? So in this case, let's wait and see what happens. In my opinion, about this one, same thing. What happened with this one? Let me check here. So Bitcoin went up here. So what I do in this case, I take it from the bottom here, my own opinion there, and then I take it to the top. So 1 at the bottom, 0 at the top here, as you see, and then it indicates in parentheses the actual price at that level. And then now let's look at this here. So 786, it touched this here. So fairly strong movement to the downside for this movement. So now if it really goes, so that means 78.6% of like the buyers have been like of like sold or something. You know what I mean? Like it's tough to explain really, but the 786 now, so that means like the momentum, if it's going to continue go up, so that means 50% retracement. Let's say the orders 50%, but now way more sellers are into the market. So let's see really what the reaction is off this level, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just kind of patiently waiting just to see what's going to come out of that here. And then. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I was missing your thumbs up. How are you? Doing good. I'm here giving you a like. Perfect. Sheet high. Thanks for joining. I'm doing about 20-minute video here on the market. So make sure you watch. Try to learn as much as possible. Don't hesitate if you have questions. Again, if you want a recording, again, same thing. So now let's. Like I said, let's go over to Poloniex now. So this is where I get go over some of the Tron market. I like Tron at the moment, just for the business they've been bringing up, right, with Steemit, with DLive that I'm streaming on at the moment. Steemit is great, and then there was a little bit of debate over the last week or so over Steemit. But I kind of stay away from that. Like, let's just see what happens. Like, I really didn't know much about Steemit before that, so it's tough for me to judge at this point. I just like DLive because they're into like nice projects and they have nice, projects that are use case. In the sense that they're with Samsung, they with an Opera browser, they have the BTT with a BitTorrent, all that stuff. I mean, they're making good business moves, in my opinion. So that's why I see a good future for that. So they're aligning themselves with nice businesses, and I think they're Justin Sun is doing well in that case. Again, for the Binance and Steemit thing. Again, I'm not sure because I don't have the facts really, and probably none of you have them. It's easy to know to speculate on what they did in the background and what they did not do, vice versa, right? So, so that's another thing to keep in mind. So let's have a look at this here. Let's token from the Wink Casino Online. So really not much movement here. So I'm looking at the daily here, so it's fairly straight. BTT again, I think it went down a little bit, a little slightly, just over TRX. It doesn't move too much because it's been pretty low for a while, especially with the BTT. If we look at maybe not the week but the day, if I like zoom in, like there was a nice movement when it came in, dropped, then a nice pike to the upside here, and then like all the way back down, and it's been kind of sideways movement on that. So again, not a bad location for you to invest a bit into a BTT. Make sure you do your own research. It's not financial advice, like I mentioned before. So TRX now, so TRX USDT, so Tron at the moment, so it went down, right? So we gained past about above 2 cents, and then now it's all the way back down to 0.014 cents. Always tough time to say that because it's like it's so little, right? It's so little amount, but I think it's going to be worth more than that in the future. We just need a bit more people to get on board with the Tron ecosystem, I think, but I think it's coming. So 888, so it's another token here with online casino as well. So that one, I think that one is a bit more upside since that I can see from here. So at the moment it's worth a 10.67 TRX at the moment. So I'm hearing that they have some projects this week coming up for that online casino. They want to become one of the biggest ones, so let's wait and see. I've never been like a big fan of like casinos and investing money. Well, it's not investing, but like gambling money like that. But I just kind of like the idea to have that online, and that it's built on a Tron ecosystem. There's still some good benefits of it. If you're in Tron, you can freeze some of your assets on there and then get some rewards out of it. So I mean, for some that I know a lot of people using it, but they don't really play. They just use the platform, as a great way to to accumulate a bit more TRX in that sense, right? So everyone can find what they like out of it. And as much as we don't like that sort of thing, though, gambling, people go to Las Vegas all the time, so it's still gonna happen that you like it or not. So I'm like, okay, let's live with it. I like the idea of the Tron ecosystem being into that, implemented into it. So I mean, yes, you have to be careful with the gambling, obviously, but I think it's still something that's legal, right? So, that thing leads me to, like, it's funny to, oh yeah, let's be careful with your crypto investment, but then they allow gambling like that, you know what I mean? So, but anyway, I'm going off here, so topic for another day. So Beatscoin, so I like that one too as well. So I'm uploading videos. Thanks again if you're watching this one on Vibravid.io. Thanks again. And so yeah, that one has been pretty steady. Like over the last few weeks, days, it's been fairly like flat around this level here. So really nothing much movement. So it's time to again, if you're I really recommend go on the platform, go have a look at it, upload some stuff, or even just open an account and go watch some content on vibravid.io, because in that sense you can earn some rewards, Beatscoin, even in some cases TRX as well, and it's easily transferable to your other wallet and so on. So it's something I recommend you guys to do if that's something you and again, that one I'm not talking about investing into any crypto or anything. It's about same thing as you go watch YouTube, then you would go watch vibravid.io, listen to the music, and then watch the videos, and then earn some reward out of it. So I find it a pretty cool idea. I think it's the future with when it comes to content creator getting rewarded and so on. So it's another piece of information I'm providing regarding vibravid.io. So I think that's pretty much it for this week. So I'm almost closing to 20 minutes. So yeah, so the word of the week is crazy. Like the markets have been super crazy. So I'm staying out of it, especially for Forex and all that. So again, share your thoughts, your comments if you've been in the market, if you're stopped out, or you lost some money. I mean, there's still great opportunities to learn when that happens. So let's share that and then see what we can come up with for solution. I'd be interested to know what you're gonna change based on this, or what's your approach regarding that. So obviously in my case, my approach would be just to stay away probably for the week. In investing and also in trading, there's always like I said, protect your capital first, and try to get some return out of it, right? So protect your capital first. So by opening your account on Sunday and then letting $700 go in the wash or something, it's not good, right? So but yeah, it can happen. So let's discuss that. So again, if you'd like to know a bit more information about how I trade, especially the Forex market, just let me know. I'll put the link below as well. The course I took just over Christmas about this stuff, a strategy that I use. So if you would like access to that, just give me a shout. I'll include the link below. You can check it out. And obviously, just contact me on Twitter or Facebook if you'd like, more a bit more if you'd like to know more about it, right? So obviously it's not by looking at it it's like, oh yeah, it's right for me. Let's see if it's good for you, and then we can I can help you. Or if that's not the proper strategy for you, then I can easily recommend you to something else, right? So it's what works for you in that case. So hopefully this was great value for you this week. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification to be reminded of upcoming videos. I'm modifying a little bit my schedule. I'll come up with that shortly, probably during the week at some point. Thanks for the Forex community for giving me the feedback and putting all that stuff together now to improve the channel and so on. So let's stay tuned about that, and then we'll get back to you soon. So thanks again for watching, and then we'll see you soon. Bye bye.